Hey, how's everybody doing? It is June 6, 2019. Time for another DeVeaux Speaks. Today I want to talk about givers and takers. I was just reflecting on this yesterday. I'm not going to say the name of this professional development I've been going to, but if anybody's looking for some good way to build leadership and focus on your goals, hit me up privately and I'll tell you. But they had an activity around givers and takers where people walked around the room, didn't even know each other yet, maybe just half a day together, and people looked people in the face and said what they thought they were a giver or a taker. My feelings were hurt because all these people in this filled room walked around, and the vast majority of them looked me right in my face and said taker. I'm like, what are they seeing in me? I mean, I've done mentorship programs since college. I'm a teacher, for crying out loud. I give my whole life trying to help students learn and educate them. But yet, when people who didn't know me saw me, they saw a taker. And so I was doing a little reflection about it, and they spoke about it. And then looking out, over my life, I was like, yeah, there's definitely times where I've been a giver, and there's also times I've been a taker. And so maybe I'm a little bit of both. And I think what disturbed me then, and a lot of people there, is I think we grow up learning that takers are supposedly a bad thing, right? If you're taking something, we associate that with stealing or, something you're not worthy of, or it's not given to you, so you take it. And so we have this negative connotation versus being a taker. And supposedly the giver, that's the good thing, right? That's the Mother Teresa, the Gandhis, people giving their life for helping of others. And these are the noble people. And I think we carry that on with us. And I think we miss the fact that we're all givers and takers. And both are bad or good. I mean, giving is great, but if you give so much that you hurt yourself, if you give yourself so much that you can't take care of your own needs, your own food, clothing, sheltering, then maybe giving is not such a great thing. Maybe you're being naive, or you're letting people take advantage of you. And being a taker, well, we all take, right? And sometimes we want people to take from us. If someone gives you advice, they want you to take it, right? If someone is passing knowledge to you or teaching you a subject, when I'm giving to my students, I want them to be takers. I want them to receive what I am giving them. And so we're all givers and takers. From when we come out the womb and our mothers give us life and we take nourishment from her to keep ourselves alive and grow. I think, one of the things that let's go back to when I talked about people being mad about advice, because something came up with some people who I'm fond of talking yesterday. We won't say their names, but it kind of distressed me where someone was upset because someone else wasn't taking their advice and their opinion. And so this goes back to being and a taker. Giving sounds noble, but sometimes we're giving, and it's really a selfish reason, right? If I'm only giving to you because I want recognition, I want you to do what I suggest you do, like, that's not really noble giving. This kind of goes back to the talk on dating and doing things without expectations, right? So if someone gives me advice and I choose not to take it, and then they say, well, I'm not going to give you advice anymore, I'm not going to help you, I'm not supporting you because I don't like that you're not doing it the way I want you to do it. Well, to me, you're not giving for the right reason. You should give because you want to give. Like, there shouldn't be an expectation that I have to do things the way you said. You gave me some knowledge. I appreciate it. I may still take it in mind, but just because I didn't implement it the way you thought, you don't know where I am at a given day. I may need to hear that. Sometimes you're just planting a seed when you talk to a person. Believe me, in teaching, a lot of times I'm thinking it's going in one ear and out the other. Sometimes I don't even think it gets in the ear at all. But then every now and then, students come back, I get a card, I get a text, I get a message, and I see that, okay, I planted a seed. And I didn't see it grow, but it was there, and it did grow over time. So if you're going to give without expectation. Don't give based on whether you think the person is hearing you or whether they're receiving the support in the way you want them to, because you never know where people are in life. I remember when I was going through a little bout of depression, something happened at an old school I was teaching, and people were trying to be helpful and supportive, and they're telling me all types of things. Oh yeah, keep your head up, keep your chin up, push your way through, don't worry, oh, God will work it all out, things like that. I wasn't trying to hear that at the time. It wasn't that it wasn't good advice, and it wasn't that I don't appreciate them. I'm glad they were sticking by me. But at the time, I wasn't in a position to receive their advice. And then I got to really find out, well, who really had love for me, or who were just saying things because it sounded good. Maybe they read it in a fortune cookie or they saw it on TV, right? So if those who want to, you think you're a giver, I think you should always check why you're giving. As far as being a taker, don't be bad. Don't feel bad about being a taker, because givers want you to take what they're giving. You're not bad if you're a taker. You're bad if you take advantage of a person, right? You're bad if you're being abusive to a person. But if someone is trying to share something with you, if someone is offering you something, then they're offering because they think it's good and they're coming from a good place. They want you to take it. And sometimes you have to be available and open to doing that. That's something else I struggle with. There's people who want to help me. They want to support me. I tell them I want to do this or that, and they say, okay, I got your back. Call me and help you. And I feel bad about reaching out to them. I feel bad about asking, especially if it's money, you don't feel comfortable always asking a friend and stuff. But sometimes people want to give you. They want to love on you and share with you. And you not taking, it's hurting them from having that warm feeling that they helped you. And you're hurting yourself. So, keep that in mind too. So I guess to wrap it all up, I just really think when you give without expectation. And don't always feel bad if you're being a taker. Always check on what's your intentions. Because people may want you to receive what they're giving you. And then when you're giving something, don't give because you're looking for something in return. And don't be mad that people didn't respond the way you wanted to. You don't know where they are at a particular place and time. And you may just be planting a seed. You may be giving them some good advice that they'll use later, maybe not today. Or maybe they'll still go on the path they're going, but now they have some additional wisdom to carry with them. So that should be the purpose of it. So, short one today. That's another DeVeaux Speaks on giving and taking. Enjoy.